Hello, welcome to Regulatory Affairs 101. I am Nancy. Today, we are walking through NDA supplements and post-approval change management. We'll connect 21 CFR 314.70 with ICH Q12 and show how both frameworks guide post-approval changes. Let's get started. An NDA supplement is a formal submission to the FDA. It's required when you make post-approval changes to an already approved drug. Under 21 CFR 314.70, any change that may affect safety or effectiveness must be reported. This includes changes to the drug substance, drug product, manufacturing process, facilities, equipment, quality controls, or labeling. Before choosing a reporting category, you must assess the impact on identity, strength, quality, purity, and potency. ISQPP. High risk means a higher reporting tier. FDA uses a three-tier system for post-approval changes. Tier 1, major changes, prior approval supplement, PAS. These changes have substantial potential to affect ISQPP. FDA approval is required before distribution. Tier 2, moderate changes, changes being affected 30 or 0. CBE 30 allows implementation 30 days after FDA receipt. FDA may convert to PAS if safety questions arise. CBE 0 allows immediate implementation with same-day notification. Tier 3 minor changes. Annual report AR. These changes have minimum potential for adverse impact. They are documented in the next annual report. PAS covers the highest risk changes. FDA must approve before implementation. Examples include new manufacturing site, new manufacturing process, new container closure system, new strength, major formulation change, new sterilization method, relaxing acceptance criteria, removing a test from specification, major labeling changes. CBE 30 is used for moderate changes. Sponsor may implement the change 30 days after FDA receipt, unless FDA objects. This includes moderate manufacturing changes, tightening acceptance criteria, certain equipment changes, some packaging changes, adding an alternate analytical method. CBE 0 is for low-risk changes. Sponsor may implement the change immediately upon FDA receipt. Examples include adding a test that does not relax criteria, editorial labeling changes, minor container closure changes, changes to comply with compendial updates. Annual report changes are minimum risk, no prior FDA notification required. Changes documented in next annual report rather than standalone supplement. These include minor equipment changes, tightening specs without method changes, adding alternate suppliers, minor process optimizations, administrative labeling changes. Labeling changes follow the same tier logic. PAS is required for new indications, new dosing regimens, new populations, or major safety changes. CBE 30 is used for moderate safety updates or strengthened warnings. CB0 covers editorial or formatting changes. Annual report is used for true typographical fixes with no impact on meaning. Stability expectations scale with risk. PAS changes often require supportive stability data and sometimes commitment stability. CBE 30 and CBE 0 may require abbreviated stability data. Annual report changes usually require none. ICH Q12 provides a modern risk-based framework for lifecycle management. It introduces risk-based categorization aligned with PAS, CBE, and AR. Established conditions which define what must be reported. PACMP, which can reduce reporting categories when pre-agreed with FDA. And the PLCM document, which provides transparency across the product lifecycle. Now let's talk about established conditions or ECS. ECS are the legally binding elements of the NDA that assure product quality. Any change to an EC triggers a regulatory submission, PAS, CBE, or annual report, depending on risk. Identification of ECS. The applicant proposes ECS in the NDA. FDA approves them during review. They are then listed the PLCM document or in FDA correspondence, creating a clear share inventory. Supportive information or non-ECS includes internal control parameters, design space elements, and validated scale-up ranges. Changes to supportive information do not require regulatory notification, giving manufacturer operational flexibility. EC management and lifecycle optimization. EC changes are classified by risk and reported according to Part 314.70, reducing unnecessary ECS through the PLCM or a PACMP can streamline future submission and reduce regulatory burden. A post-approval change management protocol or PACMP is a pre-agreed plan for a future change. It outlines the studies, acceptance criteria, and reporting category. If the protocol is followed exactly, the change may qualify for a lower reporting category such as CB30 or even annual report. The trade-off is strict adherence, no deviations allowed. PACMPs offer reduced reporting categories, pre-agreed acceptance criteria, and shorter review times, but they require upfront FDA agreement, strict compliance, and no protocol deviations. This matrix ties everything together. Major formulation changes, PAS, moderate container closure or scale changes, CBE 30, editorial labeling corrections, annual report. PACMP covered changes follow the category defined in the protocol. Here are the key points to remember. The FDA's 3 reporting tiers, PAS, CBE, and annual report, create a clear risk-based framework for managing post-approval changes. Labeling changes follow their own structure pathways. ICH Q12 adds predictability through ECS, PACMPs, and lifecycle tools. Established conditions define what must be reported. PACMPs can reduce future reporting burden when pre-agreed with FDA. And when uncertainty remains, the safest option is to file a PAS. Thank you for watching. If you like the content of this video, please like, subscribe, and comment below. Have a wonderful day.